Sexual politics and power in the Ottoman palace. Discover the untold stories of concubines in the Ottoman Empire, women who lived behind palace walls yet influenced the fate of an empire. In this video, we explore the hidden world of the Ottoman harem, revealing the complex web of sexuality, power, and politics that shaped life within the imperial court. From the rise of slave girls to powerful favorites, to the role of eunuchs and palace intrigue, this documentary-style episode uncovers how love, jealousy, and ambition impacted the very heart of the empire. The Ottoman Empire, with its intricate social and political structures, harbored a complex institution known as the harem. This institution not only served as a domestic and social space for the Sultan and his family but also played a critical role in fulfilling the Sultan's sexual needs. Concubines, who occupied a significant part of this institution, experienced varied fates, ranging from serving merely as objects of sexual pleasure to ascending to powerful positions within the empire. This article delves into the role of concubines primarily in terms of their sexual functions and the dynamics that governed their lives. The harem was both a physical space within the Ottoman palace and a term used to describe the Sultan's household, including his wives, concubines, and female relatives. It was a secluded environment where the Sultan's personal and intimate affairs were managed. The role of concubines in this context was primarily to satisfy the Sultan's sexual desires and ensure the continuation of his lineage. Concubines were women who entered the harem either through conquest, purchase, or as part of the slave trade. Their primary role, especially those who were not elevated to the status of wives, was to serve the Sultan sexually. Here's how their sexual roles were institutionalized. Concubines were often selected for their physical attractiveness and perceived ability to provide pleasure. They were brought into the harem through various means, including as part of the slave trade or as gifts from foreign dignitaries. The process of acquiring concubines involved a combination of diplomacy, trade, and military conquest, with the goal of amassing a diverse and attractive group of women for the Sultan's pleasure. Concubines lived a life largely regulated by the rules of the harem. They were expected to attend to the Sultan's needs and participate in various ceremonies and rituals designed to enhance their allure. Sexual relations with the Sultan were not merely personal but also political. Bearing a child, especially a male heir, could elevate a concubine's status significantly. Within the harem, there was a hierarchy among concubines based on their favor with the Sultan. Those who were favored or had born children could enjoy more privileges and better living conditions compared to others. The Sultan's sexual preferences could shift, leading to changes in a concubine's status. Those who fell out of favor or failed to meet expectations could be relegated to lesser roles or dismissed from the harem. The primary function of concubines was to fulfill the Sultan's sexual desires. This included regular intimate encounters designed to ensure the Sultan's satisfaction and, importantly, the production of offspring. Bearing a child was a critical factor in a concubine's status. Children born to the Sultan were considered legitimate heirs and could secure a concubine's position within the harem and the empire. While the primary role of concubines was sexual, those who succeeded in bearing children, particularly sons, could leverage this to gain power and influence. For instance, Harem Sultan, Roxolana, who bore Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent several children, managed to transition from a concubine to the Sultan's legal wife, thereby gaining significant political power. Concubines were subject to strict regulations regarding their behavior and interactions within the harem. Violations of these regulations could result in severe punishments or dismissal. The control over concubines' sexual availability and their bodies was a tool for maintaining discipline and order within the harem. The sultan's decisions regarding their treatment could have far-reaching implications for their lives. The futures of concubines were often unpredictable. While some could rise to prominence by bearing children and gaining the sultan's favor, others faced relegation or harsh treatment if they failed to meet expectations. The transition from a favored concubine to an outcast could be sudden and harsh, with the sultan's changing desires or political considerations playing a significant role. Concubines who were not favored or had fallen out of the sultan's favor might experience reduced living conditions or be moved to less prestigious parts of the harem. Those who did bear children, particularly male heirs, could enjoy better living conditions and a more secure position within the harem and the court. In the Ottoman Empire, concubines occupied a complex and multifaceted role within the harem. Their primary function was to fulfill the sultan's sexual desires, but their experiences were deeply intertwined with their ability to bear children and their shifting status within the harem's hierarchy. The dynamics of power, favor, and discipline shaped their lives and determined their eventual positions in the empire. The role of concubines, therefore, reflects a broader narrative of sexual politics and power in one of history's most influential empires.